The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Jets. York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll air one out for Palmer. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tyke Smith, there on the stop. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Another run here with Hall. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. The Jets have the advantage. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Now they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. He'll take this in back at the 16. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
A give. Here's Hall. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A run here with Hall. He'll take this down to the 47. Mikey Smith there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's
pressured, gets there, and down he goes. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to the offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. To be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, This is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Second and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. And the Jets are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the run, here's Hall, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to... in trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. Past the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Right back to Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game. Late, and this is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The open man is Wilson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run it with Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Hall. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down. Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. A short game there, down to the 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So, a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Going for it all. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner. And the Jets are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.